Good afternoon. Welcome everyone to the fellowship and all those watching virtually, which we're hoping they're watching virtually. And on this beautiful Sunday, we have a change of speakers today, and what's wonderful for Bill Diedrich is filling in for Reverend Mary. She is in the hospital and she is getting very good care, but she has a compression fracture in her spine, so they are keeping her there, and so she can get the therapy and help. So we'll be sending lots of prayers for her today in our service, and she's with us. So we will have a special prayer time for her later today. And to open our service, please stand if you're able, and we are going to sing our opening song, and that should be in your songbook, the first page, and it's entitled Opening, from our wonderful Cord Williams.
We are opening to presence. We are opening to power. We are opening to light and love in this holy hour. We are opening to gratitude. We are opening to grace. We are opening to faith and flow in this sacred space. Our open hearts and minds now to this time of truth we bring. In fellowship and freedom, in this our opening, in this our opening, this is our opening. How beautiful.
That really was. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. And before we do our opening meditation, I'd like to draw your attention to your packet that you have there. You'll have an envelope with a card for a financial gift. There is also a connection, there's one over here, a connection card. So if you're new to the fellowship, please add your name, your email, so you'll be able to get some of the events. We have activities and events we'd love to keep you apprised of. So, and also on the back of your connection card is a prayer card. So list anyone that you'd like to have remembered later on. We'll have a special time in our service. So, and there's a pencil in there so you can fill that out. And then now we're just going to have a meditation. Can you hear me in the back? There we go. Good. And I'll invite you to close your eyes or softening your gaze. Whatever works best for you to go inward. So we can really mark this time as sacred. This is true community, true fellowship. And find a nice, comfortable position and lengthen your spine. And find a nice wide position. Think of nice and wide across your collarbones, creating this nice openness in our body, creating space. And gently pressing your both feet into the ground and feeling the whole shape of your foot on the earth. You press each toe down, and feeling that support below you from our dear Mother Earth. And we also notice the support of the chair on our sit bones, giving us this wonderful structure so we can be in this nice open and receptive posture. And when we take this time to align our bodies, it helps us to be more present. And it sends a message to the divine that we are open to receive messages, to learn, to grow, and to be truly helpful. And welcoming yourself here to this space. You've taken this time from your Sunday to be here and to really feel this love and connection with everyone here and online. And let's take a nice, slow, deep breath together. And we'll do our fellowship cleansing breaths. We'll take 3. So on that in breath, a nice deep low breath, and then on the exhale, just a nice sigh. Letting go of stress or tension. 2 more times. Nice low inhale, and then letting go. Anything that's not serving you. 1 more together. And we're taking this time to prepare ourselves for some inner listening and centering to help align with the divine. And with each breath, relax more and more into this present moment. And this present moment. Leave behind any thoughts, emotions, intentions. Just feeling your breath naturally moving into your body and moving out of your body again. We thank our Mother Earth for absorbing all of our anxieties or any stress, and for holding and supporting us. Thanking her for her strong vibrational field that can help us regulate our nervous system and calm us down with no matter what is going on in the world. And from this calm, restorative place, we can be an instrument of good, a channel of love. And here I'd like to just read from a section of the Course in Miracles. It's lesson 41, entitled, God Goes With Me Wherever I Go. Deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. It will cure all sorrow, pain, fear, and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out of allegiance to them. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness, because its source goes with you wherever you go. You can never suffer because the source of all joy goes with you wherever you go. You can never be alone because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind because God, love, goes with you wherever you go. And let's breathe these words into all of ourselves. Focusing on a moment on the holiness that these words imply about you and the unfailing companionship that is yours. And taking a deeper breath in and out. Maybe wiggling your fingers or moving your body as you slowly come back into our space here at our wonderful fellowship for today. And it is my great joy to introduce our special music today, which is Zemo and Shuhan. And I'm hoping I did that right. And we're so excited to have them here today. Let's give them a big round of applause.
My name is Shuhan Zhang, and this is my friend Zemo. And today we're going to share two art songs. The first one is Down by the Sally Gardens, composed by Rebecca Clark. The text comes from a beautiful poem by an Irish poet, William Butler. The poem tells the story of someone looking back on a meeting with a young love. The speaker remembers being told to take love easy. Just as leaves grow gently on a tree, but instead of listening, they chose their own path. And looking back years later, there's a quite sense of regret, but also tenderness. Yeah.
And okay, it's going. Yes, that was lovely. Thank you, thank you. So beautiful, so beautiful. And now it's time for a fellowship song. So please join in. It's going to be on page 3. We Have the Power.
Our thoughts have power, our words have power. The things we think and say create a state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, will tell the mastermind what we would like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create the vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be. Our thoughts have power, our words have power. The things we think and say create our state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, will tell the mastermind what we would like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create a vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be.
Wow, so beautiful. And now time for our namaste, our hugs or handshakes, whatever feels good to you.
So we're going to have a little more meeting.
I turned it down because how are you? You all right?
Good job.
You too. Same job, different spot.
Always one of our favorite times. And now it's time to introduce our speaker for today. And Bill so graciously, at the last minute, he was able to, well, a couple days, he was able to switch to take Reverend Mary's place. So big thank you for Bill for being here and doing this, Bill Diedrich. So let's give him a big hand.
Hi. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. All right, good. So this morning I spoke at Unity, and a couple of you were there, Diane and Craig and Luann. Thank you for showing up again. So it must not have been too bad of a talk because they came for seconds. Anyway, this morning when I left the house, I came outside, went to my car. A neighbor was passing by with his dog, so I didn't want to ignore him. So I said hello, we talked a little bit. I got in the car, I go, oh shoot, I forgot my notes. I think I said shoot. Anyway, so I ran back in the house, and I looked in all the places where I could have left them. I couldn't find them. And so when I first saw I didn't have the notes, and it was just some handwritten notes on one page, that's all I had. I had already done several iterations of notes for this talk. Anyway, when I first saw that there was a little bit of anxiety triggered. And when I couldn't find them, a little more. But then I was getting ready to go out the door because I didn't want to spend another 10 minutes looking and then be late for my talk this morning. And this thought came to me, you don't need them. It's okay. So that's my title today, From Image to Presence. Feeling anxious about my notes, that's image. Feeling confident that it's okay, that's presence. We are filled with images. Bill the speaker, Bill the author, Bill the coach, those are all images. They're not who I am. They're things I do. They're roles I play. If I become too entangled in the image, then I'm not present. I'm not with you. I've certainly had talks in the past, in my pretty long career, where I was focused more on image, and things didn't go so well. At least not in my mind. When I can let go of all that, and I usually do, but when I let go of that, be the good speaker or the good author or whatever, and just be present, and of course prepare, that helps too, then it goes a lot smoother. Images get in our way. Not only images of self, but images of how other people should be, like people we're in relationship with. Well, you should be like this. And images of situations. The situation should be this. Even the weather. Oh, it's not supposed to rain today because your image was it's going to be a nice day. And so we are resistant then, not to the day or to the person, but to our image that we created. And once we have an image like that, we're not here. We're either in the past or we're in the future somewhere. The future doesn't exist, of course. It's not here yet. We're not here. We're not present. We're not responding in a way that's effective. We're reacting. So when we move from image to presence, something happens. We let go of a lot of stuff, and we become powerful. When you are in a state of presence, you are powerful. Because then the presence, call it God, higher self, spirit, whatever you want to call it, is then expressing through you. So this morning, when the thought came, you don't need him, it's okay. That wasn't my ego saying, don't worry about it. It came from deeper than that. I just felt it, and I felt immediately at ease. And that's what we strive for in meditation, isn't it? Or in prayer, that feeling of confidence, of the divine expressing through us and as us. So the question becomes, how do we get there? If we're moving from image to presence, how do we get there? And the fastest way I can think of is not necessarily through meditation or prayer. Those can be very helpful, of course. But utilizing your triggers. We all get triggered, right? Another word for trigger would be activating event. Something happens, you react. A trigger is an unconscious response. That is, you do it without even thinking about it. Of course, a lot of triggers are valuable. If I'm driving in a car and a rabbit runs out in front and I hit the brake, I don't think about it, I just hit the brake. Because the sight of that animal triggered that reaction in me. I'm trained to do that. When you're skilled in something, you have lots of triggers and you've learned to respond quickly without having to think about it. I'm sure when Zemo plays the piano, she doesn't think about every note. You know, it's just because she's practiced it so much, it just comes to her, right? Yes? No?
Yes.
Well, you are conscious. I'm not saying you're unconscious. I'm just saying you don't have to think of, oh gee, what note is next, or anything like that, because you've practiced so much, you've made it unconscious for yourself. So a great musician like Zemo or Corey, it's like it just comes to them because they're so well conditioned in terms of their instrument, whether it be voice or keyboard or anything else. And that's very important. So I'm not talking about that kind of trigger, really. I'm talking about triggers that set us off, create a state of a lack of balance. It could be anger, resentment, hurt, some kind of upset, anxiety, any of those things. So we get triggered. Well, let me give you an example. Thoughts can be triggers. Thoughts do not create anxiety, they trigger it. There's a difference. The anxiety is already there. The thought is the trigger. The cause is in you. It's in the identity that you've assumed for yourself. So I got up one morning, I think it was last week. I got up because I was forced to. The cat came in the bedroom, and she usually comes in between 6 and 6:30. And I do get a little triggered when she comes in at 5:30, because I'm not ready to get up yet. Anyway, so I go downstairs, I feed the cat, do a few other things, and then I sit on my couch and I do a meditation. Anywhere from a half hour to an hour and a half, depending on what I have going that morning, if I have anything going. And then the cat joins me, and so while she's sleeping in my lap, I'm doing my meditation. I'm sitting there, and these thoughts come to me all in one big clump, reminding me of the person I was in my 30s. That was a long time ago. In my 30s, my life was a roller coaster. Extreme highs, extreme lows. Some successes and some really terrible failures. Some bad decisions, some lucky decisions, but I was all over the place like this. And when I made mistakes, and I made a lot of them, I felt this deep sense of unworthiness and shame. And that's what came to me that morning. The whole feeling hit me. And my mind, my body was in that place of unworthiness and shame. Have you ever felt that before? I'm sure some of you have at least. Anyway, so I had lots of choices. I could eat chocolate. That might help. I could go watch a movie. I could just proceed with the day. Go for my walk, which is usually what I do next, or my workout. I didn't do those things, though. I sat with it and said, okay, it's here. I'm just going to sit with it. That's called sitting in the fire. When something hits you hard, to not try to escape it, but just sit with it. Let yourself feel it. So I did that, and I noticed something. Although it felt not fun at all, very unpleasant, I noticed that it was different than when I was back in my 30s. Back in my 30s, when I felt that, I identified with it. I was a person who was unworthy or living in shame. I was that person, at least in my mind and in my body. But in having this realization last week, the thought was, it's not who I am. So I did not identify with the feeling, which is very helpful. I just sat there and felt it. And many times I stood up here and talked about the importance of feeling your emotions and accepting it. And I've come to know that it has to be more than that. It's not enough to identify the emotion. Okay, shame, unworthiness, there it is. I need to go deeper, and that is, where in my body am I feeling it? Get very specific. And for me, it was right here. The solar plexus, also known as the third chakra, which is the power center. So it makes sense that powerlessness would be felt there, if that's where you are. So knowing that, I opened up and I breathed into it. Breathing in, letting it come down into here, holding it a little bit, letting it out, and also opening up to it. I've learned through my own studies, and I think through Julie's yoga class, that opening up tense parts of the body and breathing into it is a very important practice. Right? And so I did that, and that was very helpful. I wasn't trying to make it go away. I'm just going through the process, because fear is nothing to be afraid of. It's just fear. Anxiety isn't anything to be afraid of. Emotions are not anything to be afraid of. They're just emotions. They are meant to pass through. And so by allowing myself to feel it, to sit in the fire, to open up and breathe into it, they're passing through me. Now, those emotions could show up again. It's okay. They're going to keep showing up until they don't. Because that's how things work. Things that we have, issues that we have, they keep showing up until they don't. And then you know you're done. Am I done? I don't know. But at least I know I don't have to identify. Triggers, then, are a portal to transformation. So if somebody annoys me, thank you for annoying me. Thank you for triggering my anger. I won't say making me angry, because you don't make me feel anyway. Nobody's responsible for my feelings except me. Even people that do something inappropriate, they don't do it to me. I can only do it to myself. And in relationships, it's my job to set boundaries. If somebody is hurting me in some way or whatever, because I'm an adult. I think all of you are too, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so if somebody says something that I don't like, that's annoying, or that I get angry about, I could blame them, and I could go into the drama of it. How does that help? It doesn't. I'm missing my opportunity. I may need to respond to them in some way. However, what I mostly need to respond to is myself, to how I feel inside and where I feel it. And maybe in that exact moment, I'm in a situation where I can't do all the breathing and all that kind of stuff. But I can check my behavior and do the best I can and catch it later, because that's what you have to do. We don't always have the opportunity to sit and go into a meditation or a breathing exercise. But we can catch ourselves. Somewhere between stimulus and response lies choice. But when you're triggered, there is no choice. You're not choosing anything. It's already set. The idea is to become aware when that happens, so that there is a choice. You're creating choice for yourself. People do a lot of negative things in their reactions. Literally, they can't help it until they learn how to help it. Until they learn to step back, to become the observer, and see, oh, wow, I'm really getting upset about this. What's going on? Who am I being when I get this upset? And not judging, though. And that's the other thing, judgment. We get triggered to judge. We live in a very judgmental society. If you don't believe me, watch the news. Go on Facebook. You'll see all kinds of rage bait and judgment. People we don't like. When it comes to politics and religion and all those topics that people have trouble talking about, why do we have trouble talking about it? Because people get triggered. I could tell you things that have triggered me about that, but I won't, because it might trigger you if you have a different opinion than mine. And I don't care if you have a different opinion than mine. It's just I'm not up here to trigger people. It's not my job. That's why we don't talk about politics from up here, because of strong points of view that people identify with. So one of my tasks is to disidentify with any political type system or party or whatever, and to just step back and just take it one thing at a time and allow my presence to come through and inform me. So if I find myself judging someone, there's another opportunity. There's my chance for transformation. To move from image to presence. So we utilize our triggers, even give thanks for them. Give thanks to all these people that may trigger you for the beautiful job of teaching you that they're offering. Give thanks for the people that you judge for how they look or what they do or how they vote or whatever it might be, because they're also teaching you a lesson. And you're choosing love then. If I react to somebody, even if whether it's a personal issue or if it's something that's politics, religion, whatever, if I react in a negative way, all I'm doing is contributing my negativity to the pool. The pool of consciousness. If I'm getting angry at somebody for their point of view, I'm just contributing to negativity. Many of you have probably heard this story. I always liked it, about when a group of people came to Mother Teresa and asked her if she would participate in an anti-war demonstration. And she said, no, I won't. And then she said to them, but if you have a pro-peace rally, I'll come to that. To be against things is a negative emotion, it's negative energy, and you're just contributing to all the negativity. I'm not saying you should never be against. I'm saying be aware of it and maybe change your focus to what you're for. So instead of spending my life working against the things that I don't like, I'd rather work for the things that I do like, that I do want. Rather than resist against war, I would rather promote peace. Wouldn't you? I mean, think about it. All right. So when we leave the idea of images and identifying with them, and we do that one trigger at a time, one judgment at a time, and it doesn't end. For the rest of your life, you'll probably be doing it because you are triggered constantly. You can't do them all, but you pick the ones that stand out, the ones that you catch. Try to make a practice of catching them. Each time you do that, you grow more powerful. You become transformed. You become a different person. And if you want to create something new in the world, it's not enough to say affirmations and wish for it. You have to move from wishing and hoping to choosing and being. If I have, like, let's say, rich people trigger me. Oh, those billionaires. But then I say I want to be wealthy. I'm working against myself. Because I'm getting angry about people who hoard money. But I say that I want money. It's a contradiction. I'm fighting against myself. I don't have to agree with those people that do that. I don't even have to like them. But I need to deal with my own negativity, my own feelings about it, and go as deep as I can. Where am I feeling that anti-wealthy people feeling? Where's that at? And to just take a look at it and sit with it. Not judge myself for it. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's just not helpful. If I say that I want more wealth, then I need to think like a wealthy person would think. Not all wealthy people, of course, but a wealthy, healthy person. a wealthy, healthy, wise person, the person that I'm choosing to be. I'm not choosing to be a person who hoards money and tries to have power over everybody. I'm not going for that. I don't think you are either, right? I didn't think so. So let those people go, because you ranting doesn't do anything for them anyway, or against them. So be for you instead of against them, and do what you need to do. Be who you need to be, and choose what you truly want. All right then, so what happens when we deal with these triggers, whether it's from an emotional thing or it's, I should say something about trauma. We all have traumas in us, some way more serious than others. Some of us have been through horrible things in our lives, and we still carry it. I thoroughly believe that all traumas can be healed. I'm not saying it's easy, but what happens when you have trauma is you have an incomplete emotional state. You have something that happened, it was overwhelming, and the emotion did not pass through you. It got stuck in you. And that can be healed. It takes work. It takes willingness. There are special therapists out there that deal with that. If you're familiar with somatic therapists, S-O-M-A-T-I-C, I don't know of any around here, but a lot of them do Zoom work online. The difference with them is they work with the body and not just talk therapy. So there are other modalities out there that help with dealing with negative energy that's stuck inside of us. It's our responsibility to deal with it. Certainly we can live with it if we have been living with it. From my life, I've come to the point where I look at my mind, I look at my body, I have lots of little things going on, and I think, okay, I'm just looking at these things as normal. Is that what I want? If it's not hurting too much, I just don't address it. You do that too, don't you? Unless it's really, really loud. However, my goal right now is to address whatever I can. I can't do it all at once, but not to wait for things to get worse. Not to let things go on, like something that constantly triggers me. Okay, there's work to do. Do the work, Bill. And we all can do that if we choose. You don't have to. It's not wrong to be triggered. It's not wrong to judge. It's not wrong to choose fear over love. It just is. It's your choice. What do you want? That's the question, right? What do you want? And then take steps toward it. And do your best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you for those wonderful words. And now it is time in our service for the blessing of our tithes and offerings. And just wanted to note how we so appreciate all of the generosity that this community gives, all the donations help to make these wonderful services, to keep them going, and really appreciate everyone and all that you do. And as the basket comes around, John, please hold in tithe your gift, and as we sing our new gratitude song, and that should be in your songbook. It's on a small sheet. It should be in the envelope of the side pocket.
Like inhaling and exhaling. I give and I receive as Spirit lives and breathes. I give and I receive as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give as Spirit breathes and lives. I give and I receive as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give as Spirit breathes and lives. I give and I receive, as Spirit lives and breathes. I receive and I give, as Spirit breathes and lives.
And now if you can please join me for the blessing of our tithes and offering. It's right on the front of your bulletin. The light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And now it's time, we'll take another moment to go within together in prayer, and perhaps soften your gaze or close your eyes, what feels best to you. And as we really take into consideration all those that we have listed in the prayer basket, all the concerns, all those people that we live and love dearly. And let's send our love and all of our deep care to everyone listed, and all those in our hearts. Special healing thoughts to our Reverend Mary Sabai. And we know that all are held with such deep care by the divine. And our prayer is that they know this and they receive this love, this care, and that all know that they are not alone and that they are divinely cared for at all times. And this is our prayer. And just taking another breath in and out as we come back to our space. And now it's time for another song, right, with our special music. So, yeah, thank you so much. Let's have a big round of applause.
More than 700 years ago during Yuan Dynasty. The poem is called Hong Xiu Xie, which can be translated as red embroidered shoes. And the poem describes two lovers sitting close together by the window, laughing, singing, and sharing a private moment under the moonlight. And before I start, I just want to say we feel very appreciated we can have this chance sharing music with everyone, and I really enjoy the atmosphere here, and I really like to sing with everyone. I can feel the connection, and I'm so happy I can sing here and sing.
Shuhan, and Zemo. So another hand of applause. So beautiful. And we just have a few announcements. We have Death Cafe Saturday, July 18th at 2 o'clock. And Healing Movements here Mondays at 4. And A Course in Miracles at 6:30 here. And the next Saturday Course in Miracles, I think July 11th at 2 o'clock. And that'll also be here. And we have a picnic that's scheduled for July 18th. And that's at 5 o'clock. So we'll keep you posted on more of the information, but remember that date, if you can put that date down, July 18th, and should be lots of fun. And thank you everyone for another great service. If you're watching virtually, so glad you're here, and for you all being here. Big thank you to Bill filling in, Bill Diedrich, Scott. We've got Corey Williams and Zemo Chen and Shuhan Zhang. And we have a wonderful potluck. I'm sure everyone is smelling that right now. It is just awesome. So please, everyone stay if you can. And then, and I'm going to invite everyone to join a peace circle, but we have a little more information on that. That will come next week. But if you feel more comfortable just standing without joining the circle, know that that's always a choice, okay? So if you feel comfortable, come join us in a circle, or you can sing with us. The words are on the back of our bulletin. So yeah, please gather.
Julie, say our potluck is for everyone. You don't have to bring anything. It's just always here.
Oh, right. Yeah, once a month, we have potluck for everyone. All is welcome to join. Yes.
And thank you, Julie, for all you do. Thank you so much.
told me that they stopped. Yeah, I know, but I'm just letting you know. I was there, Joanne was there, and there was nothing said. You should have should. Everybody just grabbed hands. They sang a different piece. Everybody held hands. And just so you have that awareness. Finish.